Boots, you said you want a 147-pound unification bout next. You're saying that you've been not robbed, but you never got a chance to have that feeling of taking the title away from somebody, winning it in the actual ring. Yeah. You got Barrios, you got Stanionis, you got Brian Norman Jr. Yeah. Right? Which one of those is the fight for you next?
Any one of those guys, all of those guys, and I feel like we all should sit down, and make these fights happen and take it in our own hands and make these fights happen and things like that. All three of them was on record, saying that they had take to fight me next. I know Barrios he said it before his last fight, and I know Stanionis said it as well, and I know, me and Norman, negotiations fell through, for some odd reason, but we always can revisit that and things like that, and like I said, we should put it in our own hands, and we should all sit down at the table and make it happen ourselves and things like that.
Okay. Now, there's been in an actual interview, Barrios said that in 2025 that could definitely happen. Yeah. And that that he would in 2025, or he's willing. Yeah. Right? Talk about that. That's a fight that was supposed to happen, or we thought was going to happen like last year or the year before that.
I mean, that's a fight that I've been wanted, to happen and things like that, and multiple times, I feel like it could have happened and it should have happened, and like I just said, I'm not trying to sound like a broken record, but I want to sit all these champions down, and myself and my team and themselves and their team, and we can just sit down and do a face-to-face and get the business done right, get the business done correctly, instead of just trying to hide behind the back people and things like that. Just set up a meeting and just we all just set these fights up back to back, and make these fights happen. That's important to me. Like I said, that's my all-time dream. That's my ultimate goal, is to at least be unified or be lineal champion. But undisputed is definitely my goal. But at least unified or a lineal champion. That got to be. I got to get my hands on one of those belts. Before one or two of those belts before I leave.
Brian Norman Sr. is on record feeling like after the Karen Chikazin performance that his son will definitely knock you out.
He know that's not happening. And I got a lot of things that I'm going to say, if the fight ever happened, because I got a lot of inside scoop, on him and things like that. And I got his number. That's all I'm going to say. Just know that I got his number, and things like that. And they all they do is talk. They talk a lot, but like I just said, let's make these fights happen. Let's all sit down. Everybody got to stop going on Instagram and doing lives and YouTubes and going to the media for things. Come to me, or come to me personally. I'm gonna say that. Come to me, and we gonna sit down. We gonna make these fights happen face to face, instead of hiding behind the promoters and things like that. They can be at the table with us too, but like I said, just call me, and we gonna make these fights happen face to face. And I feel like there's no way out after that. You got it. What you gonna do then? You can't hide now. So you gotta make these fights happen.
Are you gonna put pressure and reach out to these guys directly, or attempt to reach out to these guys directly?
Definitely. That's what we're doing right now. Barrios, Stanionis, and Norman too. We coming for them. That's my goal. They just hold my belts warm for me right now.